Modern India. Moderate Liberal Phase 1885 to 1905 AD GK Questions Set 1. Question 1. The period 1885 to 1905 of the Indian national movement is called. And the answer is A. Liberal Phase. Question 2. Why the year 1885 is famous in Indian history? And the answer is A. Reasons for the establishment of Indian National Congress. Question 3. Why is Gokuldas Tejpal Sanskrit College famous in modern Indian history? And the answer is A. The first session of the Indian National Congress was held here. Question 4. The Indian national movement of the period 1885 to 1905 was dominated by liberal leaders. What was their main method of movement? And the answer is B. Constitutional movement. Question 5. In which city was the first meeting of the Indian National Congress held? And the answer is B. Bombay. Question 6. Who among the following Congress leaders is called the Grand Old Man of India? And the answer is C. Dadabhai Nauroji. Question 7. During the tenure of which Governor General was the Indian National Congress formed? And the answer is C. Lord Dufferin. Question 8. The Indian Universities Act 1904 was passed during the reign of which Viceroy? And the answer is B. Lord Curzon. Question 9. The name of the first Indian selected in the Indian Civil Service was? And the answer is A. Satyendra Nath Tagore. Question 10. Who was the founder of Indian National Congress? And the answer is C. Allan Octavian Hume. Question 11. Who is called Hermit of Shimla? And the answer is C. A. O. Hume. Question 12. Who was the first Indian who was elected to the British Parliament? And the answer is C. Dadabhai Nauroji. Question 13. The first session of the Indian National Congress was shifted from Pune to Bombay almost at the last moment because? And the answer is D. Due to the outbreak of cholera in Pune, the convener was forced to change the venue of the first session of the Congress from Pune to Bombay. Question 14. Who wrote the book A Nation in the Making? And the answer is C. Surendranath Banerjee. Question 15. Which British Viceroy played an important role in increasing Indian discontent against foreign rule in the early 1880s? And the answer is B. Lytton. Question 16. When was the statutory civil service proposed by Lytton, under which the age for examination was reduced from 21 years to 19 years, come into force? And the answer is B. In 1878. Question 17. The Ilbert Bill controversy emerged during the tenure of which Viceroy? And the answer is A. Ripon. Question 18. Who was the founder of Indian Association? And the answer is D. Surendranath Banerjee. Question 19. Indian National Congress was established in the year? And the answer is C. In 1885. Question 20. Which Viceroy partitioned Bengal in 1905? And the answer is B. Lord Curzon. Question 21. The first Muslim president of the Indian National Congress was? And the answer is D. Badruddin Tyabzi. Question 22. The first Indian who contested the election for the British House of Commons was? And the answer is A. Dadabhai Nauroji. Question 23. Who said, the Congress is teetering on the decline, my greatest desire as long as I am in India is to help in the peaceful demise of the Congress? And the answer is B. Lord Curzon. Question 24. Who was the president of the 1905 Banaras session of the Indian National Congress? And the answer is C. Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Question 25. Who was the first president of the Indian National Congress? And the answer is B. W.C. Banerjee. Question 26. When was India's first public association, Landholders' Society, established? And the answer is C. In 1837 AD. Question 27. For whose welfare was the Landholders' Society established? And the answer is A. Landlord. Question 28. Where did Dadabhai Nauroji establish the East India Association in 1866? And the answer is A. London. Question 29. Who founded the Pune Sarvajanik Sabha in 1870? And the answer is B. Mahadev Govind Ranade. Question 30. Who among the following presented a petition in the House of Commons in 1875, demanding direct representation of India in the British Parliament? And the answer is A. The Deccan Association. Question 31. Which one of the following Indian leaders was dismissed from the Indian civil service by the British? And the answer is B. Surendranath Banerjee. Question 32. Who was the founder of the Landholders Society, Calcutta? And the answer is B. Dwarkanath Tagore. Question 33. Surendranath Banerjee and Anand Mohan Bose founded which nationalist party before the birth of Congress? Which was the most important of the predecessor organizations of Congress? And the answer is B. Indian Association. Question 34. On which issue did the Indian Association first start a movement? And the answer is A. To amend Indian Administrative Service rules and increase the maximum age for appearing in the examination. Question 35. When was the Indian National Conference held in Calcutta by the Indian Association? And the answer is C. In 1883 AD. Question 36. When was the Indian Association merged with the Indian National Congress? And the answer is B. In 1886 AD. Question 37. How many delegates participated in the meeting of the first session of the Indian National Congress? And the answer is A. 72. Question 38. Who said British rule is a permanent, growing and ever-increasing foreign invasion, which is slowly but surely destroying the country? And the answer is A. Dadabhai Nauroji. Question 39. Who among the following attacked the National Congress in a public speech and ridiculed it by calling it the representative of a microscopic minority? And the answer is A. Dufferin. Question 40. Who called the working method of liberals political mendicancy? And the answer is A. The militants. Question 41. Who first demanded self-government under the British Empire and when? And the answer is A. Dadabhai Nauroji in 1904 AD. Question 42. Who said, we should openly say like men, that we are loyal to our core, we are aware of the benefits of the British rule? And the answer is A. Dadabhai Nauroji. Question 43. Who said, India was won by the sword and it is only by the sword that it will be kept under British occupation? And the answer is B. Elgin. Question 44. Which extremist leader had said about the liberals, if we keep croaking like frogs and becoming silent once a year, we will never achieve success in our efforts? And the answer is B. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Question 45. Who among the following systematically criticized the moderate politics of the Indian National Congress in a series of articles titled New Lamps for Old? And the answer is A. Arvind Ghosh. Question 46. Who compared Lord Curzon's administration in India with Aurangzeb? And the answer is A. Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Question 47. The king is made for the public is not made for the king. Who among the following gave this statement during the national movement? And the answer is C. Dadabhai Nauroji.